Welcome back to 5-Minute Knives, the channel that sounds a lot like AI but isn't. Today, we're going to talk about this handy little fixed blade that was sent in by a gentleman that went by the handle Gun Cleaner. And he sent this one in for a custom sheath. And this was like a one for you, one for me kind of deal. He didn't know what he wanted. So I made a pancake, I made a taco in different colors, different attachments. He picked the one he wanted, I sold the other one on eBay, it worked out just fine. Sometimes I do that when the customer doesn't really know what they want. But this is a very interesting blade. As you can see, the denim micarta handles, smartly done. And I made the taco for this with the soft loop. And this is his EDC blade. It's really, really cool. I was very impressed by this. We have a stone wash finish on a Magna Cut blade. Pretty amazing. Look how thin it is, totally flat. And the handles actually even indent a little bit, which is interesting, but it didn't bother me when gripping the knife. I really like the milling at the end of the handle. The fit and finish was amazing, and for the price, it ought to be. We're going to talk about that. Overall length 7.57 inches. The blade length is 3.54 inches. The blade thickness is 0.12. You see this jimping on the full length of the spine of the blade. Really interesting, and I loved it. Thought that was a great touch. Love the stonewash blade. Magna Cut steel is all the rage, and may be endangered, from what I understand. The micarta handles were very well done. I really like the copper hardware. Made in the USA. You know, really, really interesting knife. The more I worked with this knife as I made both sheaths, the more I really thought, you know, I could carry this. Now, what would hold me back from carrying a knife like this, and I gotta tell you, it's the price, for me anyway. It's 300 clams, which is not cheap. However, it is Magna Cut steel, and the design of this knife is amazing. I really like the sharpening choil. I love the drop point. You know, it's almost a flat grind, but it's not. It's got some steep to it. Really, really well done. I mean, just a beautiful piece, but once you get it in the hand, it's a different story. And carrying this thing all day would be no problem at all. You could carry it in the pocket with an ulti clip. You could carry it on the belt with that soft loop I got on this sheath. For this one, I would recommend a taco because it's so light. And I want to say it was something like 4 ounces. I don't have it in front of me, but I remember it being very, very light. It almost felt like my Endura in the hand as far as weight. So I love the milling at the end of the handle as well. Very, very nice for when you're in reverse grip. You wrap your thumb around that. You know, just a really, really well-designed knife. Now the Magna Cut steel drives the price way up. Benchmade also is very expensive. We all know this. We don't know why. But for you Benchmade guys, because there's a lot of them in the comments, and you guys are always defending their pricing, this is a home run knife. I gotta tell you, I absolutely love the design. It was a joy to work with. I could totally carry this. The stonewash finish is great. It also comes in a blacked out with like a tan handle as well. I didn't look into that one, but I think it's like $320. If you guys are going to pick this one up, use the link below to DLT Trading. They have them in stock right now. Snapshot in time. This is 2025 in January. But what a gorgeous little piece. Amazing. Very thin stock. Really easy to get through material, I am sure. This is a customer's knife, so I didn't get to use it. There's the Benchmade logo there. Just a sharp looking, pun intended, knife. It's just so cool. I love the acute tip on her. Thought this was great. A lot of people are leaning more towards small fixed blades than folders. We just had this discussion in the last video. If you missed it, go back and watch that one. Join the discussion in the comments. I love all your feedback. Very interesting points a lot of you had to make. That was a great video, great comment section. Very happy with that one. But this one is designed for slicing, mainly. But that Magna Cut's going to hold up to a lot of stuff. The tip is pretty acute. There's the sheath that I sold on eBay. I made that for him initially, this pancake sheath, with the orange anodized washers, blue backing, gray front, combat loop attachment. And at first he wanted this one. And then right at the last second before I shipped it out, he decided, hey, could you send me that pancake one instead? And I said, sure, no problem. We switched it out. And that's kind of like the one for you, one for me deal. Sometimes if the customer doesn't know what they want, I make 2 sheaths in different styles. They pick the one they want. With a really popular knife like this one is, it kind of exploded into the scene when it came out. Much like the Kaiser Mini Harpoon, I remember I got a whole bunch of sheath orders for that in the beginning. You can get away with that. You can make a couple of sheaths, it's gonna sell. So not bad at all. There's the one he ended up going with, and I think this is a better choice for this knife. Horizontal scout carry I think is just perfect for this guy, and or you can throw an ulti clip on it and throw it in the pockets. It's just fine. What a great knife from Benchmade though. A home run design. You know, and if I wasn't just a poor YouTuber, I might pick up this knife. However, I don't know about the 3 Benjamins, personally. So that's my take on it. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about this knife. I'm very curious about your feedback. Do you own it? What do you think? And if not, if you're going to pick it up, go ahead and use the links below. That helps me out. But I just really like this design a lot. So Benchmade did a fantastic job. Whoever designed this knife should be proud. I don't know who designed it, but it's just perfect. You know, it's minimalist in all the right spots, and it has some really cool design cues. I think that denim with the copper looks really sharp. I really like it a lot. I liked it in this sheath here with the anodized orange. I thought it really popped, although it doesn't match completely with the copper. It's the closest thing I had for him. He wanted a blue backing, so we made that for this one. Now here's the sheath that it came with. This is a molded plastic, and it's okay. It works. If I recall, it had a slight rattle to it. That clip was okay. Not terrible. And this keeps the overall footprint way down. However, the sheath itself, it wasn't really, you know, locked in there, and he didn't really have a lot of confidence in it. Although the taco sheath is ever so slightly bigger, it's just a secure fit. It's in there, it's not going anywhere. I kept a square bottom on it so it sits nice in the pocket if he goes that route. This one went on eBay and that sold right away. So I know this knife is popular. You guys let me know what you think. Can't wait to hear your feedback. If you really want to help the channel, you could always sign up on Subscribestar. I don't really post on there. However, you do get 15% off all sheath orders for the year. So if you order 2 sheaths in the first year, Subscribestar doesn't cost you anything. It's $1 to sign up. No big deal. There's a super thanks below, and or you can use the links in the description, and that helps us out as well. So these are the ways to support. Anyway, I really appreciate the direction the channel's going in. It's a lot of like these frank discussions. I love the feedback. I love the comments that you guys are leaving. I learned so much from you guys. You know that. Keep them coming. Thank you for all the sheath orders lately. We really appreciate that. If you want a quote on a custom sheath, go ahead and email me at dragonscalejoe@gmail.com. And that's about it, guys. I'll see you next time right here on 5 Minute Knives.